All right, everybody. On today's episode, we've got our Liam's Facts, our top 5 Halloween costumes, our Ask a Sensei, and our ever popular fight scene. So make sure you stay tuned and see what we got coming up. Welcome back to the dojo, everybody. This is True Talk and TRUMOTION, where a couple of guys talk about how to make the world a better place and hopefully make your day a little bit better in the process. My name is Mark, followed by my co-host Stephen.
Hello there.
All right, let's get this show on the road. Well, last time we recorded, even though it aired a week ago,
I never left.
You technically never left, but you were out of town for about 2 weeks, and
Not even 2 weeks. It was like 8 days.
Really?
Yeah, it was Monday to Wednesday.
I guess so. It just felt longer.
Well, it's like there was a weekend in the beginning, so there was another 2 days on top of that. So maybe it was 10 days. Maybe we were pushing 2 weeks.
It really felt close to 2 weeks.
That's
Granted,
just my presence. My presence is so magnetic that when it's gone, it's like, what happened? What's going on?
You went to the southeast corner of the United States.
Northeast corner of
South northeast corner.
Northwest corner of Florida. The Emerald Coast.
Emerald Coast. Is it green there?
It's pretty green.
Yeah.
I can see why they called it Emerald. There's a lot of green stuff. There's a lot of sand, though. They could have called it some sort of beach.
The Coral Coast.
Coral Coast.
I'm pretty sure that's
Saw the Gulf of America.
Gulf of America.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty cool.
I'm a big
Great
fan
time.
of the Gulf Coast of Florida.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Everybody's like, oh, it's the Atlantic. Yeah, it's all right. Atlantic's all right. I like the Gulf Coast.
I'm not a surfer, so it's not like I need the waves to crush me every time. I need the water to be like temperate.
It's a lot warmer than the Pacific, that's for sure.
It's a lot warmer than here.
Yeah. Here's as you can see, I've got a hoodie on, and
That's crazy.
it's getting a little chilly in the morning.
Yeah, it was nice. It was like 70 degrees every day. There was a nice breeze, mild humidity. Did a bunch of golfing. Did a lot of stuff with friends.
So it wasn't superhuman when you were there?
It wasn't bad at all.
Really?
Now,
Well, I
granted,
guess-
for me, it's like I do minor activity and it's like sweat.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my pits are soaked.
Yeah, it gets really humid. I mean, granted, this would be considered more fall time,
Mhm.
so I mean that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wintertime in Florida is the best for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. It's
'Cause
not
it's
very
like
not
70
very
degrees.
humid.
It's not humid.
No, it's
Everyone else is like, no, everything is too cold for us. And you're like, this is perfect weather.
Oh, I know.
This is the greatest weather.
You can always tell when people are from out of town in places like California and
yeah.
Florida, like in the wintertime.
Yeah.
I remember one time Tony and I went to California for some training, and it was in February or something like that, and we walk off in like shorts and a t-shirt, and there are dudes on the like ramp with like winter coats on, and
Right.
it's like 60 degrees,
Mhm.
and everybody's like looking at us funny, and we're like, this is perfect.
I used to have a lot of family that lived in Arizona.
Oh yeah.
And when we go down there for Thanksgiving, of course, for me, it's like just an extension of summer. But for them, it's like, this is the coldest. This is so cold. And I'm down there wearing shorts and T-shirts. And they're, like you said, wearing coats and long pants and jeans. Because, they can't wear them other parts of the year. But it's cold for them now.
Yeah, when my aunt came into town earlier this year, God, I can't remember when it was. It had to have been in July, late June, early July. She had like a jacket and gloves on. And she's like, it's so cold. And I was all like, it's 70.
They say cold is good for you, though. They say you need a cold exposure, like cold showers and things like that.
Yeah, you have to have
Works
a mixture.
your immune system.
You got to have a mixture of both. I mean, those cold plunges are good, for inflammation, and saunas are good for like purging toxins.
You need both.
Yeah, you definitely need both.
If you live in the cold, not good. If you live only in the hot, not good. But you need both.
Yeah, you definitely need. So
The Goldilocks effect.
So people here in Utah during the winter, we need saunas, and during the summer, we need cold plunges. people in like Florida, Arizona, California, places like that, they just need cold plunges. So, but yeah, no, I'm glad that you had a great trip, made it back.
How was your trip / time here?
Good. Yeah, we went to the city of brotherly love and watched the Eagles lose. My prediction was not correct.
So sorry about that.
They should have won, but
I know
they did not.
What was the cause of that loss? Was
bad
it just
refereeing.
Bad reffing?
It was a combination of both. Like the offense really laid an egg in the second half, and there were some really bad calls. Now, I'm not going to say the bad calls were the cause of the game, but it sure didn't help. That's for sure.
Didn't make you feel good being there rooting for the team on the home field.
No, it was terrible, especially being at home, and we were getting just awful calls. There were two really bad ones towards the end of the game where the Eagles finally got to Bo Nix and like was about ready to sack him, and he threw the ball, and it was supposed to be intentional grounding. And they threw the flag for intentional grounding. You know, intentional grounding, 50-yard penalty, loss of down, not replay the down, loss of down. So it should have been 3rd and 21. But instead, the NFL in New York decided to overturn the call, and then it went to 3rd and 6. And
wait, they went to headquarters? They called the manager of all the refs, the New York?
Apparently there's this new rule in the NFL now where NFL headquarters, which is located in New York City, they have people watching the game, and they can overturn the call from New York. And when you watch the replay, the ball doesn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. There's no receiver in sight. It should have been a blatant or like intentional grounding, and it wasn't. And then towards the end of the game, there was an obvious pass interference call that was not made. That would have put the Eagles on like the 4-yard line with like 15 or 10 seconds left. I'm not saying they would have scored a touchdown, but it would have made it a sure hell of a lot easier to score a touchdown. So, but that's all right. You know, got to go through these rough spots to enjoy the.
That's right. Makes winning all sweeter if you know what losing's like.
It's funny because like a lot of my family is really new to like becoming like a super Eagles fan.
They didn't know the Eagles back in the day.
No, they didn't. So I've been seeing all these memes of like these newer Eagles fans crying, and like older Eagles fans are like, "This is what you signed up for."
It used to be all the time.
Yeah. Like back in 2019,
oh man,
they only won like 4 games. So I'm like, I don't even want to hear it out of you guys. It's like, yes, we've lost 2 games.
You got to stick with the thin in order to get.
Well, if you really look at it, in the last 25 games, we're 22 and 3. So it's like, we'll be fine.
That's really good.
We'll be fine.
Really
Does
good.
it suck to lose? Yes, it really does suck to lose, especially when you fly all the way from Utah to watch them.
Yeah, they should have won just because you flew out there for them.
Well, we might not go back because the last 2 times we've gone, they've lost.
Really?
And those are the only 2 home losses that they have.
That might be them.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to be very careful. When
superstitious.
Yes, very superstitious.
Maybe was it in October both times?
No, one was in September.
September is a terrible month to go watch football.
It's actually a great month. But so it was great. We walked around the city. Maya lost her purse.
Really?
It was all stressful until the last day. Yeah, we get there. We take a cab from the airport to the hotel. And we get out. Everything was great. The cab driver was super nice, this and that. And all of a sudden we're like, hey, let's go get some dinner. And Maya's like, all right, great. Let me grab my purse. Where's my bag? And we didn't know if she left it at the airport, if she left it in the cab. So we, call the cab companies and all this and that. Apparently, the office only likes to work Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, or some nonsense like that. So
unions.
Yeah, we left a message, and we leave Tuesday morning to come back. We get a call Monday at 6 that they have her purse and everything, which we were really starting to stress out about because
IDs and stuff.
ID for TSA. Like, she had nothing. She had no ID, no cards, no nothing. Granted, she had like her, cards on her phone.
Right.
So, I mean, she could still pay for a few things,
Mhm.
but we're like, how is she going to get through TSA?
You don't take a picture of your driver's license on your phone? It won't work on TSA, but...
No. We had a picture of her passport,
Mm.
and we're like, we have proof that she is who she is, but they're like, yeah, that won't fly. So we were like getting documents with her name and social on it. And like we were
creating a case here.
Yeah,
Like,
we were
let
coming
us fly
prepared.
home, please.
Yeah, exactly. And the crazy thing is you can get through TSA without an ID.
You could. You just have to opt for it.
But it's a lengthy process, and it's solely upon the discretion of the TSA agent, which is ridiculous.
You get one in a bad mood.
Because
Not happening.
they were all in a bad mood when we left.
Really?
Oh gosh,
All Eagles
yes.
fans then.
That must have been. Honestly, the city felt really sad after
Yeah.
the game on Sunday. It's like
They were all...
everybody was in a state of
Their
mourning.
wings got a little clipped.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I love the city. I'm not a huge, like I've said numerous times, I'm not a huge city fan, but I really like the city of Philadelphia, the history.
It's an old city, one of the oldest.
It's the very first city in the United States.
That is the oldest city in the United States.
It is the oldest city in
Wow.
the United States. So it's really cool because you can see buildings that are like 200 years old next to a building that's 5 years old.
Wow.
So it's a huge contrast of new and old, modern and traditional, and it's just wild. Their city hall is enormous. It's beautiful. It took 30 years to build. So a lot of the masons that worked on the building just relocated to Philadelphia because it's like, well, think about it. If you started on the building as a rookie mason,
An apprentice.
you would have you could have retired by the time the building finished. So you technically
You could
could
have
have worked
one
on
project on your
one
belt.
project.
I'm done. I'm
and
retired.
Exactly. And when you think about it that way, you're like, holy crap.
That is crazy.
That is wild. So
I mean, look at overseas, like all those cathedrals and stuff. Decades to build, if not a century or more.
Yeah, exactly. So
People have lived and died while it's still in production.
I mean, there's that one cathedral in Spain. I mean, it's been under construction for how many years? It's been well over 100, right?
And now we throw together buildings that look like boxes. And
Yeah.
It's like, okay, they're fast, but they don't look good.
Yeah, exactly. There's no character.
Yeah,
they
don't have a soul.
Yeah. So we really love the city, just walking around and looking at all the history, and it's really wild. I really appreciate it, and you just don't get that when you walk around downtown Salt Lake.
No.
I mean, everything's new and modern, and it's like it's nothing. Same thing with like if you go to like Los Angeles, or
West
something
Coast
like that.
is all just new stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Boston. Because I think Boston would be the same way. I think New York's too modern, even though they still have
quite a bit.
They still have some old things, but not nearly as much.
Right.
Not a whole lot of history. You got to really look for it to find it. Versus like, oh look, see that building that was built in like 1745.
Right.
Like, what?
Wait a second, that's a
That's
long time ago.
That's older than America. So you're like, yep. So. Yeah, we love it. It's great, but glad to be back. Glad to keep moving forward. So a lot
things
of
at the dojo been all right.
Yeah, things have been moving really well.
Nice.
We've got obviously you survived your tiger test, so
I'm
congratulations.
here.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a leopard test coming up.
The leopard test.
In a few
I've done
days
that
after
one.
the airing of this video. That one's always a fun one.
That one's a good time.
That one's always everybody always loves that test.
You can get in your own head if you're afraid of heights and stuff, and it's it's definitely a confidence builder.
Yep.
But you just have to remember that you have a very strong community down there cheering you on.
It's funny because you hear people that are being like paralyzed by fear, but very rarely do you see it. And that comes out very fast with a lot of people on heights and stuff to where I'm like, I even have to look at it and be like, are you kidding or are you serious? Because they'll be like 5 feet off the ground and shaking uncontrollably. And I'm like, you're 5 feet off the ground. Like, you're okay.
Right.
Even if you fall, you won't really hurt yourself. Like, it's okay. But people get,
It happens.
utterly paralyzed by fear. And some push through it, or the way that they push through it is they take one more step, and then they're like, okay, that's all I got. And be like, all right, well, you took another step, so that's good. So yeah, everybody loves the leopard test, so that'll be a great time. But yeah, classes are great. We got a lot of good people. Everybody's back into a routine.
Group class for teens, adults we were doing some work this week.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But all right, but that's a pretty long intro. So it's
a good intro.
Yeah, let's
you know
move
all about
on.
us.
Let's move on with the show. Let's move on to our Liam's Facts. All right, this week's Liam's Facts, well, I should say last episode's Liam's Facts.
What was the answer from last episode?
What was the sports company known as Blue Ribbon Sports?
Blue Ribbon Sports.
And the answer to that is Nike.
No way.
Nike was originally called Blue Ribbon Sports.
That's crazy. How did that change?
A
bunch of Greeks get in there and be
Nike,
like, oh,
yeah,
the
Greek word for Nike is victory.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've not read the book Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, it's basically a biography of the guy who created Nike. Very good book. Very good book. But yes, he wanted to proclaim victory, and Nike's a Greek word for victory. So, yeah. Blue Ribbon Sports. Now everybody has them on their feet or their body. It's called Nike. So,
there we go.
Yep, but we both are wearing Nikes right now, too.
Right.
So, I like Nikes. They're a great shoe company.
They're better than the other ones. Just kidding.
Yeah. Honestly, I like Jordans. I'm a big
Jordans?
Jordan brand. Even though Jordan is a Nike brand, it's almost become its own
thing,
its own entity.
Yeah, it's separate. You can wear Nikes and then you can wear Jordans.
Exactly. And they took a huge risk on Jordan.
That's right.
And in fact, the very first shoe that the Jordan 1s, they were actually banned by the NBA, and he was fined. So they created the greatest marketing ad campaign ever, and the shoes just blew up. So what they did was they panned down from head to toe from Jordan in his uniform, and then when they got to his shoes, they put a big redacted type block over his shoes, and they're like, the NBA won't let him wear it, but you can wear them and you won't get in trouble and stuff like that. Everybody bought into it.
They were going crazy.
Oh God, yeah. Because up until then, the leader in the basketball world were Converse. Yeah, like Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, they were all signed by Converse, and nobody was really wearing Nikes. And then they took a shot on MJ, and well, you could literally say the rest is history.
That's how it's written.
So, yeah, and any of these comparisons on like who's the greatest between Michael Jordan and LeBron, the greatest argument I've ever heard for that was by Tim Grover, the guy who trained Jordan, one of Jordan's trainers. Is he goes, okay, who in here is wearing a pair of Jordans? And like majority of the room put their hands up. And they're like, all right, who's wearing the bronze? And like one person put their hand up. He goes, I rest my case. And I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm a huge Jordan fan, not LeBron. LeBron's
He's
flopper.
Yeah.
King flopper.
Wow. You heard it here first, Dot.
Yeah. All right. Now, this week's question, Halloween themed, is in what year did Bram Stoker write Dracula? Okay. So the famous novel
Dracula.
What year did Bram Stoker write Dracula? Leave your answer in the comments down below, or send us an email at TrueTalkTuesdays@gmail.com and let us know if you know the answer. So it's definitely a little bit older than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's a old book.
Yeah,
but vampires are like really old creatures.
Yeah.
Like they go back in time.
They go back in the day.
Yeah.
So, but let us know your answer, and we'll see how well you know your history, your literature, and your Halloween stuff. But moving on to a word from our sponsor.
Yeah. True motion in motion, let's go. Gear up, stand tall, feel the flow. Kicking it strong with the best of the best. Streetwear fresh, put your style to the test. Karate vibes, yeah, we bring that heat. From tees to hoodies, keep it sharp, keep it sleek. T-shirt or hoodie, we got both. Subs for the grind, focus on growth. Stickers and swag, let the world know you rep style. Now let's go. True motion merch, yeah, we level up. Style so sharp, got that warrior's touch. Reppin' that swag, flexin', wear it proud. Support True Talks and wear it loud. Discipline, power, the heart of the fight. Your fit's gotta match your unstoppable might. Tigers and dragons, bold on the sleeve. Step in the dojo, they know you don't leave. Oh, step up, don't wait. Rock that fit, let's elevate. True motion merch, yeah, we level up. Style so sharp, got that warrior's touch. Rocking that drip, yeah, you own the crowd. Support True Talks and wear it loud. Yeah, we reppin' strong, no fear, no doubt. True motion merch shop is what it's all about.
Thank you, sponsor.
Thank you, sponsor.
Make sure you go online, grab some merch, support the channel, support the dojo merch store.
Send suggestions.
Send suggestions, drawings, sketches, whatever.
There we go.
We love that. If you have the best idea, we'll put it on a shirt, and we'll even call it your name. Be like, this is the blank shirt.
That's right.
But we won't literally say blank shirt.
That sounds like a bad word.
Yeah. This is the blanking shirt. So, but very good. Moving on to our top 5. All right, this week's top 5, we've got top 5 Halloween costumes.
What?
So people, not like, because I was telling my parents about this, and they're like, my dad's like, whoa, Spider-Man's the #1 selling costume. I go, I don't care.
Yeah, I've never worn a Spider-Man costume.
I've never worn a Spider-Man costume. Will I never, ever wear a Spider-Man costume? Right. Little hot take. I'm not a Spider, like, I don't dislike Spider-Man, but I think he's overrated.
No.
Yeah, even though
there's a ton of little kids that will disagree with you.
I know.
But their opinions don't matter.
No, they're little kids. They don't know any better. So, but yeah, I think they're better characters out there than Spider-Man. I'm not saying Spider-Man's a bad character.
No, he's clearly a good guy.
I'm just not a huge fan of him. So I think
I like to see a spin-off of Spider-Man where it's like more evil Spider-Man.
Like the black symbiote Spider-Man?
Like black symbiote Spider-Man. I like the Venom. I like Venom as a villain character.
The anti-hero?
The anti-hero.
Venom was a good character. I thought Tom Hardy did really well with that. But yeah, I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan. Like, I like the movies are okay, but they're not ones where I'm like,
they're
oh my God,
production.
I got to freaking go see Spider. I think Tom Holland's doing great with Spider-Man. The movies are all right, but they're not like my favorite movies, and all the characters did a really good job with them. But I just think there's better. I mean, but little kids love Spider-Man.
So you don't have Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's definitely not on my list. But what do you got on your top 5?
Okay. Coming in at number 5, sci-fi character, generic. But I've always wanted to dress up as like a Mandalorian or a clone trooper or something.
Okay.
But building those kits would be kind of crazy.
So you would want to actually make one.
I want it to be legitimate.
Okay.
I've seen those like little costumes.
Yeah. Where it's like whatnot, just the front face.
But I'd want it to be. There's a Cowboys fan. Now that's heresy, I know, in this dojo. But there's a Cowboy fan with an Iron Man mask that's functional.
Oh, they make Eagles ones too. I'm looking. I want to buy one. I want one.
They can make them for anyone.
Yeah, any team.
Any team has an Iron Man mask.
I'll show you. I took a screenshot.
That's so cool.
But what makes me leery is it's really cheap. So I'm like, it's too good to be true.
Yeah, it's gonna not be like I can't deflect bullets with this. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Most costumes, in my opinion, most costumes should have function.
Yeah.
There's two branches of costumes, right? And this, it's either you're trying to show yourself off, which is kind of risky. And then you were trying to be more period appropriate, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going sci-fi, that one you can have more creative freedom. But I like armor. I like wearing armor. So I like armor and weapons. So all mine are like armor and weapons.
There you go.
All right.
Armor and weapons are
So
great.
sci-fi character, that can be Star Wars probably. I don't really buy into Star Trek because it's all like turtlenecks and stuff.
Star Trek is lame.
Yeah. Number 4, medieval character. That could be a knight or a rogue or some sort of thing that's from the medieval times, but of course, not the actual medieval times. Armor would be crazy. I looked into getting a full suit of armor or making armor.
Mm-hmm.
That would be expensive.
The chainmail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a buddy who made a chainmail whole tabard thing,
Yeah.
and he bought a helmet. He was super period appropriate. It was super cool.
Yeah.
He did a ton of work on his costume, and it looked
Yeah.
good, but it was, you know,
The problem with chainmail is
heavy.
it's heavy and it takes a long time to
You
make.
have to sort of spool wire into a coil, then you cut them all, and it has to be thick enough wire so you can bend it into place and make the pattern
Mhm.
without the weight of it just pulling it apart.
Like, speaking of chainmail, like I loved watching the Weta workshop for the Lord of the Rings, and the amount of hours they put in making chainmail just for the costumes was out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
Like thousands upon tens of thousands of hours
Mm-hmm.
making chainmail, just chainmail. Yeah, so that's cool. So medieval knight.
Yeah, you could do medieval realistic or medieval fantasy. Obviously, if you're going medieval fantasy, you'll have things like elves and dwarves and
Yep.
whatnot. Again, I'm more of the period appropriate kind of.
You're more of a purist.
I'm a purist in a way, but of course, you can't say purist and fantasy in the same term.
No,
'Cause they're, like,
unfortunately.
Conflicting.
Yeah.
The third one is going to take you all for a loop, but it's the dude from Big Lebowski.
Okay. Yeah. The dude.
That's
That's a great costume.
I love that costume because it's so simple. You need a bathrobe, you need you need basically an undershirt and boxers,
There you go.
and you have a little white Russian in your hand
Yep.
and sunglasses.
Or you could call yourself Thor.
No.
Because that's
No,
basically that's the Thor from England.
I don't buy into that Thor.
Yeah.
I don't like that Thor.
I think it's funny, but that's not how Thor should be.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Thor
Lazy
should be
Thor.
like the
Sluggish.
shredded,
Yeah.
like Norse god Thor.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Not moody, eating and drinking too much meat or beer.
Right.
So the dude. All right. So what do you got for your second one?
Second one, another comfortable one, ninja.
Ninja.
Basically, you're wearing pajamas.
Yep.
That's my work outfit almost.
Yep.
Just put a mask on, run around with some swords, and
There you go.
you're good.
Nice.
Then for number one, pirate. Pirate's the best costume.
Nobody ever saw that coming.
That was the
What?
best costume. I've got Pirate Island
I
on
was
my
gonna
hat.
say.
That's a mini golf place
Oh,
in Florida.
there you go.
I
So
did-
it served two purposes. You like mini golf and you like pirates.
Yeah, and you combine the two, and it's like
It's the
Great.
greatest thing ever.
mini golf is the sport of my people. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't say
Did
anything
you
else
when
about
you
that.
missed it? Were you like gar?
Grr.
Hold it to the left, yar.
I did really well on the putting part.
Really?
I ran into too many hazards.
Then you didn't do too really.
No, but when I got close, look, I'm prepared for par threes. Okay, I just done like a par three scramble,
Gotcha. So when you get within,
and so when the
what,
mini golf
5
course is
feet?
par two, I'm like, oh, I need to change my mindset to hit it in two rather than three. You
So
know,
you're
golf
like-
is a mental game.
Yeah. So if you're like, okay, I just need 3 shots.
Yeah,
You're
It's like-
I can get it every time.
it's what's his face, the hockey player that plays golf. What's his
Happy
face?
Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
He
Great
just
movie.
tap it in, tap
Just
it
tap
in,
it in.
tap it in,
There you
tap it
go.
in,
Tap tap taparoo.
and it just gets bogey every time.
Yeah. Those are great.
That's right.
Okay,
Great
so
list. What's on yours?
an honorable mention, a super easy costume that everybody can do. And in fact, I suggested this for Jamin one year when he was in grade school because his uniform looked exactly like this. Was Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State
A
Farm.
pair of khakis and a red polo, and then we
That's-
got a "Hello, my name is" sticker,
Yeah,
and we put it on his chest, and it said Jake.
that's awesome.
Jake from State Farm.
There we
And
go.
he had the best costume out of everybody. Everybody's like, all the people that saw him be like, oh my God, That's the greatest
That's
costume
so funny because
ever.
everybody has seen that.
Yep.
It's Jake from State Farm.
And
Who you
all-
call it? What are you wearing, Jake?
Like khakis.
Khakis.
Yeah. It's the greatest, easiest costume ever. And once you say, if you're like, who are you? I'm like, I'm Jake from State Farm. They'll be like, oh my gosh, I get it.
That's so funny.
And
that
he
is
was-
easy.
He was literally wearing his school uniform.
That's crazy
That's
good.
it. And then my second one is the one that I like to dress up for every year is Rex from Rex Kwando. That's always a good one. Just a pair of American flag pants, some safety glasses, and a bandana. You're good to go.
Mm-hmm. Got to protect your eyes.
Break the wrist, walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Then I've got ninjas, obviously. Yeah, those are the greatest costumes. And that's where I'm like, I don't think Spider-Man's the #1 selling costume because what does like every little boy want to be? A freaking ninja.
A ninja.
Everybody wants to be a ninja.
Ninja.
So. Plus, you get like the weapons with it. That was the coolest part of the costume.
Right.
It's like that plastic sword that never held its shape and the size that when you put them in your belt, they would bend.
Yeah.
And everybody wanted nunchucks.
Yeah,
It's funny because when
nunchucks.
I was a kid, I thought nunchucks were the coolest thing ever. Now they're just okay. It's like, we'll teach them, but they're not my favorite. It's like, now I'm more
They're
like
so fun.
practical
They're
stuff.
so much fun.
Sticks and stabs and
But
knives
again,
and
it's like,
stuff.
what are you carrying nunchucks around for?
yeah, exactly.
Except for to provide a smackdown on somebody.
And then people just call you a nerd.
That's
Like,
right.
why are you carrying nunchucks, nerd? Then you get hit with them. You're like, I'm sorry.
Have you seen those tactical nunchucks, which are more like rope and like
No,
smaller things?
no.
Like 2 Kubotans with rope?
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I have not. I'll have to look those up. Tactical nunchucks. Everything's got the word tactical with it.
It's a selling point.
Yeah. Next one, I think it's just really funny, is the inflatable kidnapping alien.
Oh, the alien one.
Have
where
you
you're,
seen those?
Yes.
Yeah, those ones are.
Where your legs are the alien legs, but your head is the human head.
Yep. Those make me laugh.
Do you like inflatable stuff, huh?
That's the only one I like.
That's the only one he likes.
That one, and probably an honorable mention would be like when it looks like you're riding one of those bantas from Star Wars.
Star Wars thing, yeah.
Yeah, those ones are funny. But I just think the alien one, there's so many things you could do with it to just have a laugh. I remember a long time ago, Jonathan wore one for Halloween at the old dojo. And he'd go by the wall and it'd make it look like he's like being pulled. He's like, ah, 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 and then he'd fall away. And I would be like, that was really funny, dude.
Those are fun. You can
So
have fun
I
with
like those. The next one would be just because, again, I go for like easy and like you don't need a whole lot of prep time. Zombies.
Zombies.
Just rub some dirt on your face, get some ratty clothes, and just, and then walk with a limp.
Walk
which for
with a
most people,
Dead leg.
it's not too hard.
Oh.
So
That's interesting what you
zombies are fun. Michael Myers.
said.
Again,
No way.
super easy costume. Need a blue jumpsuit and then the mask. That's
What?
it. Yep. And then I would walk around. If I did it, I can't do it because Maya's deathly afraid of Michael Myers. So I can actually I think I'm just gonna do it one year.
You should do it.
Not tell her. I would carry like a little speaker with me that had the Halloween theme music.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That is great. Have you seen those videos where it's like, why do like those types of killer movies, they just walk and they always seem to get to the people?
Yeah, I've not seen that video. I don't know.
There's a video. And,
I thought it was movie magic.
well, they were in a hotel and they were at the end of the hallway and they're trying to get away from the killer and they're running and the killer's just walking with their phone.
Mm-hmm.
That's their knife. And they run to the elevator and they always get caught before the elevator gets there.
Well,
And
it's the elevators. The
yeah.
elevators slow down.
They should have just taken the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they never did. And then the scariest costume by far is a crazy Cowboys fan.
A Cowboys fan costume.
Those are, if I
That's
see those coming
horrifying.
around, I'm like running the other way, be like, oh my God,
Oh, it's horrifying.
it's terrifying. Go away.
Hmm.
So those are my scary costumes.
Hmm.
It's funny. I know this. I had this friend from high school that's, she's a huge Cowboys fan, but we don't communicate.
It's
like
okay.
that. So she
Everyone has
actually
problems.
flew to Carolina North Carolina when they played the Panthers, and they lost also. And I was like, I wanted to just give her a hard time, but I'm like, I know that feeling. 'Cause every time I've gone to that home state or whatever, my team loses. But every time we've gone to an away game, they've won. So we might just be going to
There you
away
are,
games.
away games.
But let us know what your favorite Halloween costumes are. Did most of ours make your list, or tell us the ones that didn't make the list?
Yeah, do you have an easy one?
Yeah.
That's low effort, but
Nerd.
super cool.
Nerds are easy.
Nerds.
Yeah, pocket protector and tape around your glasses.
You know, I found a lab coat at the DI the other day.
A lab coat.
Yeah,
Doctor.
there it is.
Dr. Nerd.
Gonna get some scientist something.
Yeah. Mad scientist.
Yeah,
Make yourself all crazy.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder why it was at the DI.
That is weird. Be like, I'd make sure to wash it.
I washed it.
Good.
I'll
With-
probably wash it again
Yeah, with bleach.
with bleach. It's white, so it's nice. It's
Yeah, exactly.
it's their classic white lab coat, but it seems real.
Whatever the recommended dosage is, just double it. I want to make sure I kill everything on that
Yes.
thing.
Yeah, probably some mortician or something.
That would be. I mean, I know it's a part of life, but I would not be able to do that.
Yeah. Do you know what's an interesting thing? It's a little off the topic of our top 5, but on the flight home, they had Final Destination as one of the movies you could stream, and it's like, why? You're on an airplane.
Exactly.
You're like, oh, great. I love feeling terrible about
Let's-
like something's gonna go wrong and we're all gonna die.
Let's tempt fate by watching this fate-filled death murder movie. Yeah,
Just bad luck, you know.
that's like, speaking of Final
Destination.
Final Destination is when the newest one just came out.
Bloodlines. That's what I saw.
They were showing it at I don't remember what state, but in a movie theater, and the roof collapsed in that theater that it was being shown in. If that doesn't tell you not to watch that movie, I don't know what does.
Oh man.
So they're like, the movie's coming to life, and like the
Mhm.
whole ceiling collapsed. Stuff was everywhere, and I'm like, yep, not watching that movie. Not gonna do it. So, but all right. But moving on to our Ask a Sensei. All right. So this week, I'm still prepared. I need to grab my
The
stuff.
next notebook comes out.
The next notebook comes out. We've been doing slang. So this week's
boy.
slang is British slang.
British slang.
British slang.
Gobna?
Mainly because, we did Bram Stoker, and usually that's,
Oh, is this what?
yeah,
You give me a hint to the trivia?
sort of. But I'm not going to tell you how old the British slang is. But maybe if you listen carefully, you might pick it up. First slang term, balderdash.
Balderdash. Poppycock. That's insane.
Close nonsense.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Dan Finno.
Sounds like somebody's name. I have no idea.
I know. It almost sounds Italian. Dan
Yeah.
Finno. The Dan Finno.
Okay.
It's damn if I know. Short for
Damn
damn.
if I know.
Damn Finno.
Damn if I know.
Yeah.
That's super Italian.
Okay. Ticky Boo.
No
Ticky
idea,
Boo.
man. No idea.
In good order.
In good order.
This is Ticky Boo.
Ticky boo.
I would not have
Gabna.
assumed that.
Tellyo gabna.
Yeah. Scuttlebutt.
Scuttlebutt. That's move.
Uh,
Either scuttlebutt. That's interesting. That's either move or like sink or something.
Neither.
Neither.
Think. I'll give you the modern term, and then
Great.
you'll get it.
Great.
Spilling the tea.
Spilling the tea. Scuttlebutt is gossip.
Gossip. Correct. Scuttlebutt is gossip.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Dandles.
Dandles? Are they like candles?
Hands.
Handles.
Dandles are your hands.
Handles.
Drumsticks.
Drumsticks.
Not literal
I
drumsticks.
figure it's slang for
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Is
So
it?
the last one was
Is it
hands.
toes?
close. Legs.
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 drumsticks
your
are legs
drumsticks.
on birds.
Yep.
Of course, you know.
Yeah, like look at the
The
drumsticks
Brits, being
on
the
that.
most creative type, are going to say the same thing for our legs of other people.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think legs when I hear drumsticks. I either think
I went
the
to ice
dessert.
cream.
Yeah,
I
was
went
going to
to
say
ice
the
cream or
dessert.
chicken.
Dessert.
I went to food. My
Yep,
hungry.
exactly. I totally went straight there.
My hungry
Next
self.
one, Bricky.
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 Bricky. Is that a like you're going number 2? Having a bricky,
No,
hey?
I would use it that way,
Okay.
but no.
Okay.
It's brave.
Brave. Quite bricky, that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Cabra.
Batty Fang.
Badafang. Bad thing.
Trash talk.
Trash talk.
Yeah.
That was close.
Yeah. Fake a poke.
Avoid somebody.
You want to avoid these people.
Oh, okay.
It's
What
a
is
pickpocket.
it? Okay,
Pickpocketing
pickpocket.
someone.
Okay.
Fake a poke.
I'm feeling like this is like the Sherlock's Holmes kind of era of
Kind of.
when it was written.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you would be right.
I feel like modern Brits don't talk like this.
No, this is definitely not modern British slang.
Okay.
This
Hint?
is
Hint?
pre-1900s British slang.
What?
Yes. Last one. I had zero idea, and I think it sounds weird. Doing the bear.
Doing the bear? Is that throwing up?
No, it's courting that involves hugging.
Oh, bear hug. Yeah, totally. Totally
Yeah.
get it.
Doing the bear. But those were really hard because we hear them and we think modern terms, and they don't jive.
Mm-hmm.
They don't jive. Like bricky, I would not associate bricky with brave. Or the scuttlebutt, dandles.
Scuttlebutt makes sense now that I understand it.
Well, when you hear it, they'd be like,
It's like, oh, yeah, of course. I scuttlebutt all the time.
Batty Fang, trash talk.
Most of these, I'm glad I won the Revolutionary War. I'm
Yeah,
glad
me
my
too.
people won.
We don't have to use
don't have
these
to
stupid terms.
Talk like that or have
So,
tea.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good. I'm super happy.
Yeah,
Happy to be an American.
me too. America rules.
America's great.
All right, next question.
Question number 2.
Number 2.
When it comes to costumes, do you think people put costumes on for everyday life? Sort of like personality? Or do you think people act mostly as their original self?
Both.
Both.
For sure.
Elaborate.
True successful people, and I'm not just talking monetary, I'm just talking they find you when you look at them, you're like, God, they have good relationships. God, they have good work at, like, you just look at them and you're like, they appear to have it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, not all the time, most of the time those people are who they are in or out of work. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, a lot of people will have a work persona and then a private persona. So in essence, they have
put on a costume.
They put on a costume for work, and then when they get home, their true self comes out. And that can be good, that can be bad. Most of the time, it's not necessarily good because they have to pretend to be something that they're not.
Mm-hmm.
So the greatest, most terrible examples are, unfortunately, the infamous serial killers.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's a costumed, like a disguised intent and disguised for relationships too.
exactly. Like Ted Bundy was a very charismatic, likable person.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that knew him publicly was like, oh, he's a great guy, this and that. But privately, he was a monster. And, you know, like, we don't need to go into details with that, but he was not a good person. So, unfortunately, I think more people wear costumes or personalities outside of their own home because of multiple different reasons. One, they're scared to let people in. They're scared to be vulnerable. They're scared to not be accepted for who they are. So they'll pretend and act like how they feel like people will like them.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they're influenced by media and other things to be a certain person?
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at like the Kardashian effect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many people are trying to look like, the Kardashians? And, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be beautiful. I mean, I applaud you if you want to make yourself healthier and make yourself more attractive and this and that. Like, you want to make your best version, but you have to also be true to yourself. And that true to yourself doesn't mean like physical appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like, let's get that real clear. Okay.
Well, your true self should be your best self.
Yes. So if that means like, you're like el natural, don't wear makeup, perfume, nothing like that, and that's your true self and people like you, that's how you should be. But if your true self is like you like wearing makeup and you like getting all dressed to the nine and, that's what you like to be, then that's what you should be. So I definitely think that, unfortunately, there are more people wearing costumes every day to blend in with everybody. Some people wear costumes so they don't stick out.
Right.
Ninjas. Yeah.
They wear costumes.
We have a lot of modern ninjas that just want to blend into the background. They're like, I don't want to stick out. I don't want people to notice me. So I'm going to be just ride the wave with everybody. So if this is what everybody's doing, that's what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't stick out. And then you got some people that should just be the blend in, but they're like, no, screw that. I'm going to be
me.
I'm going to be
unapologetically.
yes, which is never really you.
Which is rough around the edges, and you got to deal with it.
Yeah, that's something that I just don't understand.
Do you think do you think that's their version of saying like I'm not wearing a costume, or is that their version of like, is that like the person that trick or treats without a costume? Do you think that's that person?
That's
it's like, I'm just here to take your candy.
You're like, you're supposed to give it to me regardless of what I look like.
Yeah.
And you're just going to have to deal with it. It's funny. I think people should be themselves, but if they have to be like, well, this is who I am and you're just going to have to deal with it, I don't necessarily think that's who you are.
If we were ourselves, most of us would mesh together better.
I agree.
I think look at successful relationships.
Mm-hmm.
If you're yourself and you don't lie to your partner, you don't like try to be something you're not,
mm-hmm.
it ultimately will last better because the right person will fit with you.
Yeah.
But if you like try to, get this haircut, wear this fashion, wear this particular scent,
mm-hmm.
pretend you're rich, those lies will fall through. Those lies will be very shallow.
And I think there's a process that you have to go through where you find yourself. And most people feel like they've found themselves when they're like in their late teens, early 20s, and that's a load of garbage.
That's hot BS.
Yeah. You definitely don't know who you are in your early 20s.
I don't even know if you can pick a year when you like know who you are. I think every year you get a little wiser
mm-hmm.
to who you are. You have interests, and sometimes those interests, they strengthen or they weaken.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you neglect what you like for someone else, like you put on a costume, you do something that's like, oh, this, I don't really want to do this, but I have to,
mm-hmm.
Then it's like, that's just eating away internally, and you don't feel good.
And I think you do have to go through a phase where you put on lots of costumes to find the one
that.
Where you're like, this isn't a costume. This is like, I really like who I am when I'm doing this.
Yeah, because it's not something that's taught. It's not something that's easily explained.
Yeah. So I definitely feel like you have to go through more, like, I guess you get this since we're on costumes. You just have to go through more costumes to find the one that really fits you.
Mm.
And you can try all of these costumes on, and it's like, let's say Spider-Man.
Hey.
The popular one, Spider-Man. Everybody's wearing Spider-Man. I should wear it. And then you put it on, and you're just like
rip. the zipper came off.
I don't really like Spider-Man. Like, this is not who I am.
Yeah.
But you tried it, and then you have to be honest with yourself in terms of like, no, this is just not for me.
That's a big thing. That goes into one of my personal, I guess, acting kind of things. Is like if you're wearing a costume, you act a little bit like the thing you're impersonating, right?
Yeah.
So Spider-Man's upbeat and happy, and if you're not upbeat and happy and friendly all the time, that's like, oh, maybe I'm more of a Wolverine. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm more of a Cyclops. Maybe I'm more of a pirate. You
And
know?
there is that phrase, like fake it until you make it type
I was
deal.
told that at work one day. Yeah.
And it's true only if you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if you're naturally a quiet person, because I'm naturally a quiet person,
Mm-hmm.
but I've had to learn to be more outgoing because you have to be in order to like teach and reach people and this and that. So it's like when I'm teaching and when I'm here, I'm still pretty reserved, but I've learned how to open up a little bit more. So I wouldn't say that at the beginning. I would say I was wearing
You
a
were
costume.
faking it?
I
You were
was
wearing a costume?
wearing a costume with that. But now I don't. I would dare say I don't feel that way anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's like now it's just like that's just
It's
how I am.
it fits like a glove now.
Yeah, exactly. So there is a aspect of truth to that, to where you're like, okay, in order for me to be able to do this with my life, I do have to learn how to do this.
Yep.
And if I don't want to do that, then my expectations of wanting certain things in my life need to change too.
Yeah.
So just because you're trying to be like, just because you're not something doesn't mean you can't become something.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be very honest with yourself in terms of, am I okay with this aspect of my life changing for the better?
Think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, you really do have to think about it. And sometimes you're just like, no, I'm not willing to do that. And you have to be okay with that. And be like, okay, well, if you're not willing to do that, then you have to be okay with not things
getting
not
those
happen.
results or whatever.
Exactly. Like, God, I want a 6-pack, but I just ate a dozen donuts because they tasted so good.
90-second abs. I need those.
Okay. It's like, okay, well, do you really want a 6-pack, or are you just telling yourself you want a 6-pack?
Because if you really want it, you'll be able to follow the steps to get it.
Just like black belt. Be like, if you really want a black belt, are you doing the steps that you need to take to become a black belt?
Is it something that you want, or is it something that someone wants for you? 'Cause
Exactly.
a lot of costumes we put on are because of expectation.
Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of times it's cultural.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of families out there that expect their kids to be a certain way. And there's nothing wrong with that. But then it's like, well, my certain way will still be a good thing, but it's not their certain way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've had countless stories where people have been like, yeah, my whole family are doctors and I was on that track. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, that's not really my calling. And they switch and now they're still very successful. So, yeah, I definitely think people wear costumes more than they should.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to be a little bit more honest with themselves and where they want to go. And are you displaying the traits to be where you want to be or where you want to go? And not lying to yourself.
That's a big one.
Not lying to yourself. So again, it's like if you want to be really thin and fit, but yet you love to eat food, then you have to be like, well, what do I want more?
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to be fit or do I want to just eat garbage? Because you can still eat a lot of food and still be fit, but you got to eat the right food. So, but yeah, that one's an interesting one because I do believe a lot of people, especially in the workplace, they do not let their true selves out.
Right.
And sometimes they shouldn't.
Sometimes letting them out will involve a trip to HR.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be like, that wasn't appropriate.
I shouldn't say those things.
Yeah. Sometimes not like, I hate it when people are like, I just have no filter.
Yeah. No way.
You do. You just want to use that as an excuse to be an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're old and you just don't care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, Because we've all had thoughts where we're like, I'm going to say it to them. And then you're like, that's probably not going to be a good idea. I'm not
Right.
going to say it. And it's better that we didn't say it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
be honest with yourself.
What costumes are you wearing?
Exactly. What costumes are you
I'm
wearing?
currently wearing a podcaster costume.
Exactly. I'm faking it. We're not really podcasters. I'm just a karate instructor that's talking into a mic.
You're a karate instructor that's being recorded right now.
Yeah, exactly. What?
But no.
Yeah, exactly. But all right, moving on to our next question. Question number 3. Okay, so this kind of goes along with what we both were on, vacations.
What?
Are you a person that likes to try new things, or are you if it's not broke, don't fix it? So you can use that in terms of like vacation, everyday things. Are you more of an adventurous person, or are you more of a, do you know what? I kind of like to play it safe and just like do the status quo. And status quo means like just I don't want to do new things. I don't want to try new things.
That's a fascinating question, Mark. Because it varies.
Yeah, I agree. It does vary.
Yeah, on my vacation, I say, in parentheses.
timeout.
My timeout, my church revival, in
Yeah.
a way.
Your
My
outing.
refreshment.
Yeah.
I got the experience to do a bunch of fun stuff. But I think what matters more is the memories and who I do it with.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, I got stranded on a place called Shell Island, which is off the coast, a little, basically big sandbar. Extended beach. You take a shuttle out there. You can take a shuttle back.
Mm-hmm.
Out there with friends, and we got stranded because we walked too far away, and then the boat left. The boat we wanted to get on left before we could get back on. We were like, if we had left 3 minutes earlier or something, we saw it pull away from the sandbar. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But we made a good memory because we had fun, and we can relate to that now.
Yeah.
So it was both a new thing because didn't do that before.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like super exciting, like mind-blowing skydiving thing? No, you were on a ferry.
Yeah.
But I think what mattered more was the fact that I went with people that I liked, and we had a really good time, and we were able to laugh about the fact that, oh, we were too slow, we missed the boat, we have to wait for the next one.
Yeah.
And then we had a whole extra 90 minutes in the beach, and then after that, I'm like, yeah, my beach is fulfilled for the feast or for the vacation.
Yeah. You're like, all right, I'm beached out.
Yeah, I'm all beached out. So that's great, but I also really enjoy doing new things like that. I think new experiences are important because they give you a better character, because you can talk to more people about more things.
Yeah.
You can make fast friends with people just by doing things once or twice. And then if they bring it up, you can be like, oh, I did that once or twice. I did that. You don't have to say you did it once or twice.
Yeah.
You can say, this is my experience, and then to have them tell you about their experience.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little algorithm behind like getting to talk to people.
Yeah, it
And
gives
it's-
you something to talk about,
and
makes
it's
you
like-
interesting.
You seem more interesting.
Yeah.
So I also really like just chilling and not doing anything.
Yeah.
So both.
I agree. It's a mixture of the two. Because I like vacations where you can just sit back and relax, and like there's zero agenda planned. And in fact, that was kind of like Shannon and I's when we went out of town last month. That was the first time we really kind of had a trip like that, where we went on a cruise and there was things that you could do and things we could do, but we had like zero expectations. We had zero plans scheduled. And it was more of like, hey, whatever happens, happens. If that means we just kind of hang around the boat all day, that means we just kind of hang around the boat all day. That means if you want to get off the boat, hey, let's get off the boat.
Off the boat. You can do anything.
Yeah. And then there's times where it's like, it's fun going and seeing and doing new things because you're just like, oh my gosh, that was an experience like you just talked about. And I definitely think you need to have a mixture of both because people need to have time to just let their battery recharge, so to speak, be like, all right, I'm just going to sit here, relax, not do anything. And that's okay for a while. And then there's times where you're like, man, there's so many cool things I could be doing. I need to get out and do them. Or I haven't seen or experienced this. Let's get out there and see and experience that. And not just be like, well, I just want to stay in my room. No. So I definitely think you need to have a mixture of both. Like when it comes to like personal life, though, I definitely think you need to have more routine with a little bit of sprinkle of new.
That's right.
So, because when you get routine, you can find enjoyment and satisfaction with the routine and with the results from the routine, not like because imagine if you woke up every day and you had to try to experience something new. That would become stressful. That'd become stressful.
Yeah.
Okay. And I saw this great saying the other day, and it's so true, and it deals with a lot of things that we've been talking about today. If it was sunny every day, that's when deserts are created. And it's like, wow, that's right. If everything was great and you because experiencing new things is a fantastic thing. It's fun.
You get that exhilaration.
Exactly.
Anxiety mixed with endorphins because you're like, I want to do this, but I don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. But then all of a sudden, when you start to do that every day,
yeah, you get burned out.
Now you're experiencing a different anxiety of like, I got to experience something new. What if I don't experience something
manic.
New? Yes. So when it's coming to your like daily life, you want to keep routine as much as possible with throwing in sprinkles of, hey, this is new. Or, hey, we haven't gone to this restaurant before. Let's go to that restaurant. That's new. Even though it's like, well, you're
probably going to get a restaurant experience, and you've probably done that before.
Exactly. Or it's like,
Unless it's like Dave's Last Resort or something.
Yeah. It's like, you go out on a date with your significant other, and it's like, oh, we always go to the same restaurant. Well, go to a new restaurant. Even though you're still going on a date and going out to eat, but it's a different experience. So you definitely don't want to always try new things, and you definitely don't always want to be on a routine.
Yeah. And that I experienced that really directly on this last trip because I did not set very high expectations. I didn't come into this saying like, oh, I've got a checklist of things I want to do.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to feel fulfilled.
Yeah.
And so when I had the opportunity, I took it. But when I didn't have the opportunity, I wasn't feeling like I was missing out.
Yeah.
And so I was able to bond with a lot of people and hopefully get a better relationship with many of them because I was able to make myself present for them. So if they wanted to do something, it's like, yeah, I'm there. I'm there. I'm actually paying for it, you know?
Yeah.
And it was a good time. So net positive all around. Do good things. Do new things sometimes.
Yeah.
But honestly, just have the expectation that it's like, hey, I'm there to be present.
Yeah. And that's something that I've been, it's interesting when you use the word presence because that's something I've been reading a lot about. And it comes with, sometimes we get so distracted by the tasks we have to do, and as connected as we all are, we're so disconnected. Social media has allowed us to connect with people from across the world, literally, but yet we're so disconnected from everybody personally. So it's one of those, like, how many actual conversations have you had lately or this week? I mean, ask yourself that question.
So here's the thing. Like, normally I'm very closed. Like, you know me, I'm quiet too. Quiet guy. But at this outing with people from my faith, right? I was the most outgoing person. I was burning my entire battery in order to say hi to as many people as I could.
And it feels good,
and it feels great.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. And will I remember their names? Probably not. No. I've already forgotten them.
Yeah.
But it was fun to make that connection in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like now I'm lucky to actually be awake because I need to recharge. So it filming this is like,
'Cause
whoa.
Now, how many times do you have conversations where you're like this?
Yeah.
Oh, really? You did that?
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Text.
Awesome.
Text. No nonverbal communication. Nice.
Yeah.
Text. Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I would challenge everybody to like take some serious inventory. Be like, how many meaningful conversations or interactions have you had this
Mhm.
week? Hopefully the
It's
answer
challenge.
is like at least one a day.
You've been challenged.
Yes.
I've been challenged.
We've all been challenged.
There we go.
Try to have at least a minimum of 1 to 2 meaningful conversations a day.
A day.
A day.
Woo.
And try to challenge yourself to say hi to one brand new person a day and
Say hi
like
to people
genuinely
passing.
say hi to them. Like, hey, how you doing?
It's much easier if you're in the South because they'll say hi back.
This is true. I mean, we talked about this yesterday. That Southern hospitality, it's a real thing. Like a lot of people, the South gets a lot of like flack for being like a bunch of redneck hillbillies and this and that. And it's unjustifiably bad because the people from the South are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Like, and I'm not just saying that, like, it's very true.
It's true.
It is very, very true. I think a lot of people from across the country need to take some lessons in that, like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Like,
I love it. I love saying that, but I also love hearing that.
yeah. And it's funny because, like, a lot of my dad's family lives in, the South. And, like, we're both wearing hats inside. This would be a big no-no down there.
Take it off.
Like, I remember I came into my aunt's house, and she's like, take your hat off. And I was like,
oh, I love my hat. It's a part of me.
yeah. And I was like, oh, okay.
Us Westerners.
And it's
our
like,
hats
dang.
indoors.
Yeah. It's like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't know why it's that big a deal, but
It's polite.
but why is it polite? That's the thing. Like, I understand why, like, I know
Can't
the
question
reason why that's like, hey, that's always been a thing. When you get home, you take your hat off. But, like, I just don't know why that's a thing, but that is a big thing for them. And saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, or yes, sir, no, sir, yes, sir, no, sir. Huge things out there. So make some meaningful connections with people this week and let us know how many you did. So, but moving on to our last question.
Question number 4. What is a question you wish people asked you more often? And how would you answer it?
Interesting. Seems like the one that everybody asks and you never really get a real answer. So it's like, like, why does everybody keep asking that? Is like, hey, how you doing today?
How you doing today? And you don't get a real answer. They're like, fine.
Be like, I'm good. Good.
I'm okay.
I'm all right. Or I think what would be, a little bit more exciting is like, hey, what do you got going on in your life?
Hey, what's poppin'?
But it's basically the same thing, but it's phrased differently. Because when you say, hey, how's the day going? Are you doing okay? Like, our automatic, like, response is like, I'm doing well. They're like, they don't really care. But it'd be if someone was like, hey, what do you got going on? Like, what's exciting in your life? I think people, and I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start doing that, to be honest with you. Instead of saying, how you doing today? Be like, hey, what's exciting going on with you now?
What new things are happening in your life?
Because
I love saying that question.
It forces people to rephrase or rethink about what's going on. Because too often we get in this negative, like, we only focus on what's bad happening with us in life.
It's an issue.
Be like, oh my God. Be like, how's your day going? They're like, oh my God, let me tell you. And you're like, oh, damn
I
it.
need a vent.
Oh, shoot. Why did I ask that question? And it's true, because all of a sudden you start hearing people just unload on you. And you're just like, I feel like I need a break just from talking to you. So I want to start being like, hey, what's exciting going on in your life right now? And then people, like, you'll get those little naysayers that'll just be like, nothing's good. And be like, really?
Doubt it.
Are you sure?
Doubt it.
Did you wake up this morning? Well, yeah. Well, that's pretty damn
Lucky.
good. Like, for reals. Like,
and that question, did you wake up this morning, has a lot more weight to us.
Yes, very much so. Very, very much so. With
blessing.
the unfortunate tragedies we've experienced this year, it's not guaranteed. And I've really kind of taken that to heart, where every day I wake up, I give thanks and am thankful for another day to tackle the world.
Yeah.
So I want to
Take it for
start
granted.
rephrasing things in terms of like, hey, what's exciting going on with you right now? Or, hey, what are some things you're working on? Like, because now I'm asking a question that has a better answer. And if they don't have a good answer, then you can really look at them and be like, really? I don't know about that.
Come on.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
kind of have to peel off a little bit of layers to get them
Exactly.
to talk. Most people will open up if you can do that.
Well, and if they feel safe.
If you make them feel comfortable and safe, and you're
Yeah.
not gonna like, oh, this is good information to make fun of them later.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's-
So there's no ulterior motives.
Yeah,
or
you genuinely want
you
them
genuinely care about what their answer is.
to
Yeah.
care.
I hate using that term safe space because I think it's overdone, but you want to feel safe with giving them the information that you're giving them. Safe in terms of like, hey, this isn't going to be used against me.
Right. This
Or,
will
hey,
not be
this
held
isn't-
against you in a court of law.
Exactly. Or, hey, this isn't going to be spread around to other people, or you're not going to be made fun of it. But like genuinely be like, okay, I know I can tell this person anything, and they'll be like, okay. But yeah, I think the term like safe space is kind of overused.
Well, it becomes a term where it's like with our previous question about costumes, right?
Yeah.
It's like where everybody has some semblance of a costume in public,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like you need that. But I mean, you want to be as true to yourself as you can.
Yeah.
But a safe space is like they're gonna let them act out because they want to.
Yeah.
Where it's like that's not very safe.
The one that always kind of gets me is all like, hey, what'd you do today? The same thing I do every
The
day.
same thing I do every day.
Because for me, it's like nothing, like it's different, but it's always the same. Like every lesson's different, but it's like, I was at the dojo and I taught today. Like, what else do you think I was
Well,
gonna do on
I had
Friday?
this one card come in, and they didn't want to do their lessons, so I just worked them out. And they thought it was fun, and I thought it was fun that I worked them out. You know.
So
love those
that one always
details.
makes me laugh.
Mhm.
Be like, do you really want me to tell you like detail what I did today, or do you just want me to be like, oh, it's a normal day?
Do you want the outline or the
Yeah.
in detailed paper?
The Cliff Notes version or the novel? So, but yeah, I honestly don't mind people asking me any kind of question. I know I personally am going to start reframing the like, how you doing today?
So you want people to ask you a deeper intro question, like a greeting question.
A little bit, because it
wanna
kind of breaks up the
Ask
normal,
more, like a different one.
Or just
Like, how are you
phrased
spending your
differently.
time, Mark? You know?
Yeah, or be like, hey, how like you and the family planning anything coming up lately?
I like that one. I like knowing when people are going on trips.
Yeah, like I love hearing about people traveling because I think it's fun.
It's a
I think
break from the norm.
it's a break from the norm. Plus, you can hear about their experiences, or if you've had that same experience, you can relate to them.
Oh,
Gives you
man.
something to talk
How many
about.
conversations have you started over the fact that you go on cruises?
Yeah,
Lots.
and it's like we've got a family going on a cruise next week, a family going on a cruise in a couple weeks, a family that just got back from like Europe. Another set of parents are going to Europe, and it's like, oh man, this is awesome. Like you want to hear about people traveling and like experiencing life. I love hearing stories about people experiencing and living life, not existing in life.
That's right. Two different things.
Yeah, I definitely love hearing people live life. Not, well, I went to work.
Got my coffee, put my pants on,
Yeah.
came here,
Well,
recorded a podcast.
And it's like, well, I'm glad you put your pants on. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, if you came with your pants off, I'd be like, I think you're forgetting something, sir.
Sir.
It's a good thing the camera's only chest high. I don't know how people did those, like, Zoom meetings back in the 2020. And
Back
like,
in the 20s. That's such a weird phrase.
I know.
4 years ago, you mean?
5 years ago.
Seems like an eternity, but
I
4
know.
years ago.
That 2020 was, I think people aged like a decade
Oh, for sure.
in the 2020.
For sure.
So, but like It's like a reverse mullet, like
Mhm.
business up front and free flowing on the bottom.
Boxers on the bottom.
Yep. Like I couldn't do it.
That's how it works.
Everybody's like, yeah, I could totally work from home. I'm like, I could not totally work from home. Couldn't do it. We had a conversation about that. We all got on a Zoom call during the height of COVID, and like I talked to someone and they scared the ever loving shit out of me, and I was like, I'm never leaving my house. And then by the end of the call, I'm like, okay, calm down,
Okay.
you'll be fine.
You're a little over exaggerating.
But the way that they were talking, it was like if you inhaled air, you were gonna die. And I'm like, it got to me for about 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden, I was planning out how I was going to teach lessons at home on Zoom. And especially, I would clear out a certain room and this and that. And I'm just like, by the end of the call, I'm like, there's no way I could do that. One, because like, I've got other people in the house that are working or going to school. I've got dogs. Like, it would be a huge distraction for me and the people that are on the Zoom call with me. It's like, I can't do it. So I'm like, it's not happening. I'm going to the dojo.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember making that conscious decision of like, okay, whatever happens, happens, but I'm going to the dojo. I remember Shanna's work printed up a letter that she would keep in her car if she got pulled over, saying that she was an essential worker. And I was like, what? I had nothing. I never got pulled over once.
That's crazy. Did people actually get pulled over for being in their cars?
I don't know of anybody, but it was a threat. Yeah, because if you weren't considered essential, you weren't supposed to leave your house. So I remember hopping in my truck one morning and driving to the dojo and just being like, God, I hope I don't get pulled over.
Oh man, I hope I just don't get taken to
Court for trying to
the cleaners.
Yeah, I hope I don't get thrown in jail for trying to maintain my business.
Hope I don't get sanitized.
So, but it was a weird time for sure. But I don't mind people asking me anything. The fact that they're asking me a question tells me that they're engaged.
Mm-hmm.
So ask me anything. It's like, I'll answer whatever you want.
Okay.
Great.
Cool, man.
Yeah. What about you? Did you?
I just wanted to say, like, hey, why are you so cool? You know, I want people to ask me that more.
That's true.
Why are you just so cool?
I always get
How can I be more like you?
The one that it seems like I get a lot is like,
oh yeah,
how do you, like, you have so much patience.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have so much patience?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't really view it as have a lot of patience. This is just what you do.
This is just it. It just is.
Yeah, it just is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you not freak out at people? I don't know. Just
why are you so short?
Why are you short?
Why?
You'll usually get that from the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Like the new Will, he called himself. He's like, I'm basically a midget. And I was all like,
well, like me too, Will.
Yeah, I heard him say that, and I was just like, dude, you're 8. Relax.
Dude, you're just 8.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. You'll grow.
Everybody looks like that where they're 8.
I didn't, but
well,
I'm a different
special
story.
case over there.
Yeah. I grew a lot up until like 17, 18, and then I stopped. So, and I grew fast. Like I was a big baby.
Mm-hmm.
When I was born, I was average size.
Average size.
And then I just hit this growth spurt.
And wow.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom used to have to carry my birth certificate.
Did you get like special food or something, or
no?
Did you just
just
interesting.
Just
how you came to be. All right.
Yeah, just kind of how we came to be. We loved milk.
Yep. That's good for bones.
Yep.
It's important.
Yeah, my grandpa on my mom's side, he was about 6 feet, 6 feet tall. So I'm definitely the tallest person in my family.
Yeah. 6'2"?
So yeah, but 6'2".
Nice. Pretty good at guessing.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what it is. But yeah, everybody always asks the whole like patience. Like, why are you so
patient? How did you get to be so patient?
Dealing with non-patient people.
Yeah. It's like you got two things. You can either react or you can just wait for them to settle down.
Yeah.
It's like which one's gonna be better?
Yeah.
Outlasting them. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Exactly. But what question do you like to get answered or asked all the time?
What should people ask you more of?
Yeah. Like, why are you so amazing?
Will it be a work question? Personal question? Another kind of question? What's for dinner? I like getting that question, and I'm like, I don't know. What is for dinner?
Yeah.
Just turn it back on them.
I sometimes like getting asked that question, but then it's usually me that has to make it.
You get that question with the expectation that you're making it.
Yeah, so
you're the best
I
cook.
do and I don't like it.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, what's for dinner? I'm like, oh, God, what do you want me to... At that point, it's not, what do I want for dinner? It's, what do you want me to make for dinner? So if I get asked, hey, what do you want for dinner? I just stop and be like, okay, what do you want me to make for dinner?
Mm-hmm.
And then I usually get the answer. Well, I would like, be like, okay, why don't you just say, hey, can you make this for dinner? Not, hey, what do I want for dinner?
They're trying to soften the blow, Mark. Yeah. They're easing into it.
I can see right through that garbage. Just ask me the question.
I know, because you're very patient and you've seen this a lot.
Yeah, you're like, okay, let's stop this song and dance. Just what do you want to eat?
It's a bit of a passive aggressivism.
Yeah, but it's all fun. But let's move on to our fight scene. All right, this week's fight scene we've got from our trivia question: Dracula versus Frankenstein's monster. Notice how I said that?
Monster.
I said that correctly.
Because it's not Frankenstein.
Yeah, I didn't say Frankenstein's
monster.
Frankenstein's monster.
All you Frankenstein
exactly
enthusiasts.
So, round one, we've got in Castle Transylvania, Frankenstein's monster versus Lord Dracula. Or Vlad Dracul.
Vlad Dracul.
Who you got?
Vlad Dracul.
I go back and forth with this one because
why?
The monster is a monster and he's immortal. So
Vlad is
also immortal.
Also immortal.
I don't know. I guess
I subscribe to pretty dangerous vampire lore. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that the fact that they just have fangs and whatnot, they need more than that. So they've got like claws, superhuman strength, the ability to transform into a bat and fly around.
So they have transfiguration or whatever.
Yep. So yeah, and plus they've lived for a lot longer, and the IQ of Dracula is a little higher than Frankenstein's monster here.
This is true.
So he'll learn that we just need to separate the parts, and then he'll separate. It'll be a fight, and clearly he can't do any of his blood abilities.
Yeah, you can't bite him and turn him into
on
another
the monster
vampire.
Because the monster's undead.
Yeah, so he's got no blood.
So he'll just start separating limbs and whatnot, and the monster's going to be like, "Rrr." But as soon, the monster's going to be in little pieces, and Dracula will go back to sleep in his coffin. I have Dracula winning round one.
Yeah, I definitely.
What is yours?
I go back and forth with it, because if it's a long, drawn-out battle, it favors Frankenstein's monster, or the monster.
Really?
Because the sunlight.
No, it's in the castle. There's no windows.
That's why he breaks the castle. But
I
would definitely say home field advantage would be the determining factor.
I do not want to influence your decision.
No.
You can pick your decision.
No, I was leaning that way with home field advantage. The fact that it is in the castle and the fact that it is his home turf, I would probably have to lean towards Dracula winning round one also. But as many strengths as the Dracula has, the only disadvantage for the monster is like he's not smart. He's mindless effectively. But like he doesn't have to worry about sunlight. He doesn't have to worry about getting stabbed in the heart. See, I don't think he's got one. And yeah, that's that. But I got Dracula winning round one.
Okay.
Round two, where do we have this?
Frankenstein's laboratory.
So the laboratory.
Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory.
Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory. Did you ever watch Van Helsing?
I think so.
So they've interacted with each other. So All right, round 2, the lab.
The lab.
Who you got?
Well, the lab has the big sky port where the lightning struck and the monster rose.
Yep.
Lab is full of different tools and things. I think it will be a messy fight, and I think that that is really close.
Yeah. It's a lot closer than I originally thought it was going to be.
It is pretty close.
Yeah.
Just because it's a monster and it's like doesn't have
All the things
weaknesses
all the things that like
vampires prey on.
Yeah, exactly. Everything that the vampire would use against it, it doesn't have. Doesn't have blood. You can tear it up.
Still
keeps coming.
Just keeps coming.
So that being said, mainly because of that port or
because there's a time constraint because the light will come in
exactly
and fry the Dracula.
Exactly. So if it's drawn out, Frankenstein.
And it's going to be drawn out because Frankenstein doesn't feel pain, essentially.
Yeah. So for that reason, I got to go with Frankenstein's monster.
I do too. It may not even know it won.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be like, oh, where go? Exactly. So I definitely got the monster in round 2. Round 3,
1-1.
Round 3 is interesting because as much as I would want Frankenstein's monster to win, there is no sunlight in the arena.
In the arena, there's no sunlight.
There's no sunlight. So would the UV rays fry him?
Probably not. I don't know.
Because like traditional vampires, there was no UV rays.
Right.
Modern vampires.
Twilight vampires, I think they're immune to them.
Really? Yeah, vampires from like the Blade series, you can burn them with UV rays.
Burn them with UV rays.
So I think we have to clarify. So for the sake of fighting, they do not get burned by UV rays. Because the second he walks into the cage, he would burn up.
Right.
So let's just say he does not get burned by UV rays.
Okay.
That being said, it would probably have to go to Dracula because he doesn't have to worry about time, and there's no like objects to get stabbed in the heart with. Not unless the monster punches him in
the fence and smashes him with it,
or punches him so hard in the chest that his fragments his ribs into his heart, which that could happen.
Could happen,
but I think the vampire would be Dracula would be too fast.
Interesting.
So I would have to go Dracula.
Yeah, wow. This one's close too.
I think it's way close.
Because despite not being burned and being faster, it's also in a cage. So he doesn't actually get too much to move around.
No.
And the lumbering Frankenstein's monster is just going to keep coming after him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's going to go down to attrition. And I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah, it's really a coin flip.
Really a coin flip.
I honestly just kind of pulled Dracula out of the hat. I could see it going either way.
It could be.
Yeah. A lot more so than I thought.
I will think though that if it is a graded fight, let's just say there's people watching.
It's a judging fight.
Then the technique that Dracula uses will
Dracula would win in a unanimous decision. But if we're going to like only one walks out, I don't know who that would be. Right. I'm just guessing Dracula now.
I'm going to say Dracula.
So,
because with the thousands of years that Dracula has been around, he's probably picked up a martial art or two.
I agree. I definitely think he's got more skill because he can think.
Yeah, but both of them still have their powers.
Yeah.
Both of them still have their things that make them them in the cage.
Ability.
So,
yeah.
Tough one.
That one was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be when I originally kind of put them together. I was like, dang, this one should be pretty one-sided. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, dang, this one's not really one-sided at all. But let us know who you got, who would win in a fight between Dracula and Frankenstein's monster. Let us know in the comments. But moving on to our joke of the week. All right, what do you got for your joke?
I think we both took a flight recently, right?
Yeah.
So a man recently sued the airline because they lost his luggage, but he also lost his case.
Lost his case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost his case. His briefcase.
Oh, the court case.
No, it's court case. Or both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had one you were hyping up yesterday that you weren't going to say because you wanted my original reaction.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Okay.
What's brown and rhymes with Snoop?
Scoop.
Dr. Dre.
Oh.
Yeah. For those of you guys that know who Dr. Dre is.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's over my head. Trying to figure this one out.
You know Dr. Dre, right?
No.
You don't know Dr. Dre?
I know Dr. Dre, but I don't know why it's brown and rhymes with Snoop.
Because he's brown.
Rhymes. Oh, rhymes as in not like
Yes.
the lyrical. Okay, I get that.
They
They rhyme together.
They rhyme together. Yes.
That's actually really good. That was a thinker.
I know.
I was a little slow, but
Yeah.
I really like that.
When I heard it, I was like, I instantly was like, poop.
Yeah. I was going to say poop, but this is
Yeah.
a family show, so.
And then all of a sudden the guy was like Dr. Dre, and I was like, that was a good one. So, yes.
Thank you. That was really funny.
Very funny.
Funny.
Mine was really funny this time.
Yep.
I'm going to have to tell Paige, but I think she's out of town, so she'll have to wait. Because she doesn't think it's funny. She doesn't think anything's funny. Then she told a lame joke, and I was like, you're not funny.
Yeah. We know what she thinks is funny. So.
Yeah, exactly. But moving on to our shout-outs. Anybody you'd like to shout out this week?
Shout out my friends that I went to on vacation with on
Yeah.
this little feast adventure. They're mostly in Michigan, but all around.
Yeah.
Parts around. Parts unknown.
Around.
It was wonderful to hang out with you all. It was wonderful to meet you all. I feel very refreshed having learned about you and talked with you. So thank you very much. Special shout out to an individual, my Uber driver that brought me to the airport in Florida on my way back.
Okay.
He was the best Uber driver I've ever had the pleasure of riding in the car. Because for me, I like people that talk and like converse.
Yeah.
And most Uber drivers are like quiet.
Yeah.
And some don't share a language with you. That's okay, but I like it when they like talk about themselves. It makes me feel safe.
Yeah.
Right. So this person was just talking about his life, how he retired. Like I just asked like one or two questions like I do on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just I get a wonderful information. So
Yeah.
thank you to that Uber driver.
Thank you, Uber driver.
There we go. How about you?
Just the people that keep coming to class, my family that we went out of town with.
Mm-hmm.
We had some great experiences and
That's right.
a lot of fun shared memories. But yeah, just the people that keep coming to class, keep showing up. Yeah, we always just appreciate you and thank you for doing it. And yeah, to all the families, people that are traveling, we got the airing of this episode. It's fall break for a lot of Utah schools. So people that are traveling, travel safely, be safe. And we'll see you guys when you get back. But let's move on to our final thoughts. Any final thoughts you want to leave the people with?
Yeah.
What's that?
Say hi to people. Make an impact in other people's lives. I know we're in sort of a Western state where people are like more reserved and not very nice.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's not a true statement. Like they'll be nice, but they're not openly outgoing.
Yeah.
But try to be that outgoing person. Even if you're not normally that, try it and see how it works.
You'll realize that you're a little bit happier because you're finding connections with people.
That's right.
So
That's right. And that's what matters.
Yeah, I agree. Just keep making that positive impact and make those meaningful connections. Try to be present.
Try not to wear your costume of life too much.
Yeah.
Try to be your true self.
Exactly. Also, go Utes.
Oh, man. Look at that.
It's,
He's changed teams. He's no longer wearing his Eagles
no, I
thing.
still got my Eagle stuff on. There we go. Yep, there it is. Go Birds. But it is Holy Week.
Holy Week. It's the Holy War.
It's the Holy War. So
some people are taking that too far. Did you see that guy that tried to threaten some Utes fans?
I did. He got arrested.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, don't threaten Utes
Don't
fans.
threaten people for a game,
Yeah.
even if it's a Holy War. Utah versus BYU. Go Utes.
Yeah, go Utes. Utah.
Crush BYU.
I'm hoping that it's a fair game this year. Last year was not very fair.
Last year, they had a bit of a divine intervention
Yeah, a
from
little-
Joseph Smith's people. So
It's funny. I didn't talk about this earlier, but when you said don't threaten people from other teams, Maya about got into a fight at the Philly game.
Really?
Oh yeah, this
with
was
a Bronco fan?
yes. This was the closest that she has ever gotten to actually like
throwing hands.
Throwing hands.
Okay, tell me, is it appropriate for the show?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
So we're sitting there at the game, and there's these two ladies. Okay, so mind you, there's like 75, 80,000 people in Lincoln Financial Pool.
Yeah.
The link. They call it the link.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, there's maybe 1,000 Broncos fans. And you can see because they're wearing orange. So
they're
you're like,
standing out.
There's just like little speckles of orange.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking 1,000 to 2,000 out of almost 80,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of them, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We had two sitting right in front of us.
Oh.
And they were like saying snide comments after snide comments and like being quiet virtually the whole game. And then when the Broncos started winning, then they just would not shut up.
Right.
Just chirping. And of course, it's two women. And Maya knows this because she's kind of the same way, but she expects people to talk back. I don't know what it is with female fans, but they don't expect anything to happen to them no matter what they say. So this lady is just saying all sorts of just outrageous comments and this and that. And there's one thing you do not do with Maya. So if you ever meet Maya, do not do this. Don't talk about Jalen Hurts. Just don't do it. Don't talk about Jalen Hurts. She takes that very personal. And she will fight.
A slight to Jalen Hurts is a slight to the self.
Very much so. Very, very much so. So this lady started talking about Jalen Hurts. And Maya just unloaded on her. Just was talking all sorts of stuff back to her. Be like, hey, you were quiet the whole game. Now you start talking. Why don't you start, say it with your chest. Say it the whole game. And they're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Until finally, I'm just sitting here watching, and I'm like, I'm not stepping in because I'm not going to stop any of it.
Right.
So I'm just kind of sitting and watching. And finally, some guy walked in between her and the other person. So we were we were still in our seats, and this person got up to go walk out of the stadium. And finally, someone walked in between them and been like, "Hey, just be quiet." And tried to push the Broncos fans along because she just wouldn't shut up. Really? And Maya will not let anybody have the last word.
Of course not.
So, yeah, I thought Maya was going to come to blows. And she's like, I was about ready to fight. And I was like, I know you were. And I was like, that's why we love you. So, yeah, sometimes it gets a little heated. So I get it, but it's not right.
It's crazy.
So that's why go Utes.
Go Utes.
Go Utes. Hopefully they pull it out this year.
Utes beat the Cougars. Let's go.
Prediction on the game?
No. I know what happened last time we made a prediction on the show.
Shoot, the last time I watched BYU Utah last year, I went to bed at halftime thinking the game was over. It was like 24-3 or 21-3 or some nonsense like that. I'm like, oh, game's over. They lost by 2 points or some nonsense like that. I couldn't believe it. So definitely going to make sure I watch the whole game this year.
Yeah, come on, man.
So, but thank you for taking the time out with us to listen to us talk about some cool things, and make sure you kick it with us next time, everybody.
Kick it with us next week. Goodbye, everyone.